don't want to drink so much broth that I myself. Hey everyone, I'm Rob and this is On The Cheap Tip. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I gained a bunch of weight and lost a bunch of weight and then had a bad year of stress and anxiety and ended up back where I started. If you watched my last video, I redid the military diet where I lost a good amount of weight that I was able to actually keep off. Right now I'm about 164 pounds with a waist measuring at 35 inches. And even though I'm maintaining, I'm just not at the goal that I really set for myself, and I kind of want things to move a little bit faster. Recently, I had a subscriber suggest the Bone Broth diet, also known as the Bone Broth fast, where you're consuming about 4 servings of 16 ounces of broth per day, and it not only helps with weight loss and reset your body, but it also helps with gut health, it helps reduce sickness, and it also helps reduce stress and anxiety, which I'm sure we could all use. The best part about this whole diet is you can actually have coffee or tea. And once I heard that, I was like, sounds like my kind of diet. Now this fast can be done anywhere from 3 to 5 days. I figure let's do the 3-day one and just see what happens. So let's get going. Good morning. It is day 1 of our, what are we doing? Oh yeah. Bone Broth fast. I am starting out with a cup of black coffee with a little bit of cinnamon, but no dairy at all. No milk, no creamer, no sugar, nothing. I'm also having some water. Drink plenty of water throughout this whole thing. Now, you might be wondering why I haven't started my bone broth yet. Well, that's actually because with this fast, they would like you to combine it with intermittent fasting. They just want you to fast for a good amount of time with only a 8 to about 12 hour window of eating. So that means I'm not gonna start until around noon today and then probably end before my 8 hours is up. So I'm just gonna be sipping my coffee. I'm really just happy that there was coffee on this diet because if there wasn't, I would not be so happy this morning. We are now at the point where we are actually eating our bone broth, and I got myself some beef bone broth. You can use chicken or beef bone broth. They work pretty much similarly, except beef bone broth has a little more whatever this word is, which is better for gut health. But they both contain it. They're both pretty much act similarly in the same way. Now you might be thinking you just heat up some bone broth and you're good to go. Well, actually you do need to add a few components like fats and a little bit of sodium. So for fats, they really want you to concentrate on like ghee or coconut oil. Ghee has a lot of saturated fat. I can't really have a lot of saturated fat because my cholesterol is through the roof. So I decided to do a monounsaturated fat with olive oil. Then I also added in a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. You will be adding salt to each broth, but not always fat. They want you to at least do fat in at least one of your servings. You can also season it with whatever you wish. There's not much to it, guys. It is just a simple bone broth. There's not really a lot of taste in it, I will say. It's not the worst. 3 days of this, I could probably handle it. I've now moved on to my second serving of broth. This one, I just put a little pink Himalayan salt in, and then I added a little bit of garlic and onion, and it is so much better than earlier today. If you were wondering how much is in a serving, they say 16 ounces. That's quite a lot. I'm gonna just try to have as much as I can throughout the day and hopefully end with the right amount. I also, don't want to drink so much broth that I myself. Okay, the peeing has already started. I'm a little worried. Now I'm going on to my third serving, which I guess would be considered, I don't know, late lunch, I guess. I did add in some turmeric like it was recommended, along with my pink Himalayan salt. So I'm gonna sip this as I do some work, and then I have to run from here and go teach a dance class, which I don't know, that's gonna be a little difficult because I'm not really eating anything. I just got back from my class and I made it through the whole class without fainting. But I will say I definitely had less energy than I normally have, and that's a given when you're doing a fast. Your body is not normally used to no food. I am having my last bowl of the day, and on the last bowl of the day they say that you can add in some leafy greens. I actually opted for some seaweed. It's hot. Good morning. It is day 2. I'm having my black coffee to start out my day. I'm also gonna have some water, and I'm basically going to be doing the same thing I did yesterday. It's the only thing that makes it a little bit boring. It's nothing new. So it is now around 12:30. It's time for me to eat, and I'm making my broth the same way I did yesterday. Put a little salt, put a little olive oil in it. I will say for the most part that I'm not as hungry as I thought I would be, to be honest. I mean, I was a little hungry like last night because I was sitting in front of the TV and then I get the munchies and I kind of just like want to munch on something. But for the most part, I was pretty good. Ooh, that's hot. Probably shouldn't drink it through a straw. Okay, I'm now on my second broth of the day and I have to run some errands, and I have to tell you, it travels well. I mean, that's pretty convenient that I could just take this on the go with me, drink it as I'm doing stuff. It doesn't limit you in that sense where you have to like stay home. All right, going for my third serving today. I put the turmeric in it like I did yesterday, and it does actually make it taste a lot better, even though I find that turmeric doesn't really have like much of a taste. The only thing about it though is it stains everything, so you just gotta be really careful with it because your teeth will turn yellow, your cups will turn yellow, everything. All right, so it's coming down to my last meal of the day, and I really hate to say this, but I don't know if I could stomach another serving of broth. I'm starting to get kind of just like nauseous by the taste of it. It got old real quick. Even though I'm gonna struggle through and finish this, I definitely am going to change the broth tomorrow to a chicken bone broth. Maybe it'll taste a little different and I'll have just a little change. Good morning. It is day 3 and I'm having black coffee this morning. I do feel like I have a little bit of a headache. I feel a little nauseous. I did realize I really wasn't drinking enough water, even though you are drinking broth and it feels like you're hydrating yourself. You're really not hydrating yourself enough. You need water. But the nauseous feeling also might be coming from ketosis, because you're going through like a little keto flu where, you know, your body is burning fats and going through a process where it's like adjusting. But that is something I'm used to when doing fasts and like extreme diets like this. So it'll pass. Probably by the end of today, I'll feel so much better. I am feeling sick. I drank like 2 glasses of water already. I couldn't even finish the coffee because it was just kind of making me feel sicker. I think what would help is if I had my broth early. It's around maybe like 10:30 right now. I think that's the only thing I can really do to make myself feel just a little bit better. So right now I'm making a chicken bone broth. I just feel like the color coming back into my face again. This is definitely what I needed. This is actually pretty good. I like chicken bone broth. It's a lot better than the beef one, I would say. So literally I am on probably like my 3rd cup of chicken bone broth. It actually has lifted me up a lot because I was feeling like I might be on the floor in a hot second. Right now I am finishing up my 4th cup of broth. I'm very bloated. Now I'm just being lazy, relaxing, because I do not have a lot of energy today. I went out to the store, I was trying to do my work, I just felt really sluggish and out of it today. So today is the one that really hits the hardest, but if I think back to when I did the water fast, I kind of felt the same way on the 3rd day. So if you are gonna do this, be prepared to be kind of down and out by the 3rd day. But yeah, I'm just gonna relax for the rest of the day, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm done with this. All right, welcome to weigh-in day, the day that we weigh ourselves to see if we have any weight loss at all. I'm thinking, because I didn't eat in 3 days, that there's gonna be something. So let's see. So we made it through our 3 days of a bone broth fast, and I lost almost 6.5 pounds. I also lost about 2.5 inches in my waist, and you can totally see that I've trimmed down in the last 3 days. I mean, that's crazy. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, will this weight loss last? Right now, I don't have a lot of solid food in my system, which is making me a lot lighter. However, on the 3rd day and a little bit of this morning, I've been going through ketosis. That means that my body was actually burning fat. I mean, we've gone through 7 days, 2 weeks, and not have lost as much as this. So 3 days of this, it's a little torturous, I would say, but it's worth it in the end. Anyway, that's my whole video, and I hope that you liked it. And if you did, make sure that you comment down below and let me know. And also make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you know when my next video goes live. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. I know I say this all the time, but please go follow me there if you're on there. And I will see you next time. This fast can be this fast bone broth. Okay, I'm now on my, I don't know why I just did that. So literally, of course, that happens. Samity is samity a word?